Welcome to TouchPoints TV. I'm Debbie House, Editor-in-Chief of Retail TouchPoints, and I'm here today with Mark Cohen, who's Columbia GSB professor and a former CEO of Sears Canada, Lazarus, and Bradley's. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
So we're here to talk about pricing in retail, and it's an interesting topic these days. Retailers are struggling to determine, how to best approach pricing. Everyday low prices, promotions and markdowns, product differentiation. From your perspective, as a former CEO of department stores that have both private label and branded products, how do you recommend that retailers approach this issue of pricing?
There are two dimensions that retailers have to be completely in touch with. The first of which is who are their consumers, who are their customers, and what are their preferences. And the second, of course, is who are their competitors. You don't get to operate in a vacuum. You don't get to operate as if you stand alone. If you're in a department store business, you're necessarily going to be merchandising many classifications, and in almost all cases a mix of brands and private label brands. Some brands afford you pricing power if you have assortments that are exclusive to you. Other brands are open market, and so whatever pricing view you have is only valid if competitors share it. At the end of the day, the consumer has a tremendous value orientation. She always has, she always will. She's influenced first and foremost by product, and price follows closely thereafter. First Insight has a whole host of tools which enable its clients to investigate what exactly customers are looking for. And then, of course, you have to position that product in terms of placement in your store or on your website and its pricing. So it's, to a consumer, completely rational relative to all the other choices that they have.
One key element, I guess, would be getting it right from the start.
You have to get it right. You don't have a long time with which to get it right. Consumers don't give you a long time to develop your brand. If they have a bad experience, they're not likely to come on back for another look. So I would say there's an enormous amount of energy that should be put on building a brand in advance, on paper, testing and trying what you intend to deliver before you actually roll it out, so that you have some validation before you've made a major investment. And again, a First Insight has tools that enable its partners to gather that insight before they're actually confronted with enormously expensive investment decisions.
Great. All right, well, thanks so much for your insights, and thanks to all of you for joining us on TouchPoints TV.